is very important, right? You have to consider how it will impact the listener. Maybe the listener, it also depends on who the listener is. If the listener is someone who doesn't really care about you much, doesn't idealize you much, so they might not take your words to heart. They will say, okay, jo bhi bola bola. But if they are idealizing you as a teacher, as a role model, and you are trying to tell them कि ये गलती हुआ, ये गलती हुआ, and constantly telling them कि आप बहुत गलती कर रहे हैं, you are just making mistakes and mistakes, they will feel very demotivated, you know. They might feel like I'm good for nothing. So it is the duty of the person who is giving feedback, or especially the teachers, to make sure that the students are always motivated. They are feeling like, okay, हमारी progress हो रही है. Like, you know, there was this what is it called? There was this experiment done by Harvard or something. I have forgotten. They took a batch of kids and they were separated. Okay, there were two groups basically of kids, and in one group, what they did, they were more or less, they had the same IQ level, all the kids, and one group, what they did is they were constantly, the teachers were asked that you constantly tell them that they are not doing well, okay, in their education, in their studies, whatever, and the teachers were constantly like discouraging them, or no, I think it was mutual. They were not doing anything, they were not encouraging them or anything like that. And the second group, the students were constantly encouraged by the teachers, yes, that you can do it, you're doing really well, so on and so forth. So after a considerable amount of time, it was seen that the students who were encouraged, they did much better than the students who were not encouraged. So you can see that these things can affect kids and even adults a lot,
Yeah, ma'am,
especially
that's
coming from their teachers. So I found this experiment very interesting. There is like
ma'am.
a detailed paper on that. Yes.
Same thing even I observed in case of my student. Like sometimes what happen without explaining, I presume that they should know this basic. They have the idea of the basic,
Right.
but when they end up with mistakes, sometimes I say that, oh, it's very basic. But then I realize that no, even if it's basic, but I should refresh one. Do you know about this concept and all? So if I give the similar problem two, three times, next fourth, fifth time, they are able to solve correctly. Else, if
Right.
I say, if
Exactly.
you don't know such a small things, so it will have
Yes,
different
exactly,
impact on
exactly.
them.
You should never say things like this, that you don't know this easy thing, you don't know this much. These things should never be told to anyone, like
Yeah,
whether they
ma'am.
are kids or adults, because नहीं पता, हो ही सकता है कि नहीं पता. It's not a crime to not know something, right?
Right.
The
And
fact
ma'am,
that they are trying to know, that is only something that should be commendable. Yes.
ma'am, this is not just applicable for students, even in day-to-day life, even if we are conversing with our neighbors or at managerial level, if you are giving feedback, so you should maintain the same tone, ma'am. Like
Absolutely,
start,
absolutely.
like even it comes to manager to give feedback to their employees, so how they need to start the conversation.
These things are very secondary, you know, Raji. The primary thing where we should apply this particular rule is the parent and kid relationship, because especially in India, I have seen that parents can be very, very demotivating and discouraging, extremely demotivating and motivating and discouraging. Like I have seen cases when we were growing up as well. I saw like especially in my friends' house and all, they were constantly being compared with other students, cousins, and कुछ भी करते थे तो appreciation से ज़्यादा they used to get criticism only. So what used to happen is, I remember there was this one scenario, like the kid is trying to do something new, and the parents were constantly discouraging that you should not do all these things, rather you should focus more on your studies, right? And it was not even like sports or something related to studies only, but not the mainstream science and maths. So you can understand that the condition between parents and their kids is very bad, because parents are always speaking in a very critical tone with their kids, and they think that that is the way they will be able to refine their skills and make them study harder, but that's not how it works.
Ma'am, but now I guess the scenario had changed. And I have seen
Yes,
most of the
yes.
parents, like even if there is a child, they are not doing properly, they are not doing well in this academic, but they still appreciate them. Ma'am, you know, she's good at this thing, she's good at that thing.
No,
So
no, absolutely correct. Of course, the times are changing. When I was a kid, that's a long time ago. And during those time, these things were happening. But even now, I have seen, like certain parents are frantic about their kids. Like, I know certain parents who are like sending their kids to 5 tuitions after school. So that's just, I don't know, that's like borderline abuse, I think. Itna to,
yeah,
it's like
that's true.
not necessary, like sending to, like class 6 and 7 students are being sent to Akash, and then they are doing their school studies, then they are being enrolled in creative writing, English, this, that, maths, Vedic maths. I don't know why parents are so frantic about these things. Like, give the kid a little bit of space to breathe at least. I don't know, they
Yeah,
have
that's true,
forgotten their
ma'am.
days as kids.
It's happening these days, ma'am. Like
बहुत
even
खराब
I
हालत
have
है. No,
seen
it's like,
such
yes,
parents as well.
very bad
Like they
condition.
want to engage them, ma'am. They just
Yes,
don't spare any time for them, like
yes,
for
they
playing
don't
out.
want to like play with them. They don't want to like spend time, or at least give them some time to spend alone. They just want to engage them with anything and everything possible. Not just that, they also are so worried that in today's world, jobs are scarce and you have to be really good to get a good job. So they are like constantly thinking about that and the kids' future, and they are just like spoiling their present scenario. It's really bad.
Yeah,
I feel it's really bad. Kids
ma'am.
should be
And
given some
last,
freedom. Yes.
just last question, ma'am. Is there any like this point will come under personality development or personality grooming, ma'am?
Which point?
Listening, giving feedback, how to give it, such
Of
points, ma'am.
course, I would say it comes under personality development, not grooming. Because grooming is, yes, it can come under grooming if someone is already in some kind of field where they are working and they are just trying to polish up on their skills, these kind of skills, then it can come under grooming. But if someone is learning these things for the first time, I think they will like it will inevitably fall under personality development. And these are very important things, like how to speak, how to behave in front of people. These things are very, very important, especially in today's world.
Yeah. So, ma'am, I'm happy we are learning this thing as well. Like I'm self-observing where I did mistake, and I'm trying to change it. Like if I didn't observe my husband, he's always there to watch on me. Okay, you need to start in this way, and then I realize no, he's true, and yeah, I need to change certain things in conversation, in
No,
being
you speak
feedback.
really, you're doing really well, Raji. I can understand because you also do your own research, right? You are constantly studying and supplementing whatever we are doing in class. So
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is pretty good, I would say.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Chaliye. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class, guys. Any other questions? Any other doubts? Yes,
Good
Abhay.
morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Abhay.
ma'am.
Do you have a question,
Ma'am,
Abhay? Yes.
no, ma'am. Will you start a new topic today, ma'am?
No, today we will do a few more simple past and past continuous. Then we will do some past perfect tense. Okay. So past
Okay,
tense
ma'am.
के
Okay,
थोड़े
ma'am.
exercise कर लेते हैं. उसके बाद हम नया topic start करेंगे. That is future. Then we will go to narrative. Okay. All right. चलिए, let's start then. If you guys don't have any more questions, if you have, please ask. Otherwise, we are starting. Okay. जल्दी जल्दी करेंगे एकदम फटाफट so that we can complete this as fast as possible. So I can see someone with a number. Would you like to tell me your name? Because I can't see your name. Okay, if you want, you can also participate. Okay, Z, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
So we will start with the first question. We dashed dinner at 8 p.m. last night. And यहाँ पे एक hint दिया है that we started eating at 7:30.
I think, ma'am, we ate dinner at 8 p.m. last night.
But Z, the action started at 7:30 and it was continuing till 8 p.m. Then,
Then, ma'am, we were eating.
right, we were eating dinner at 8 p.m. last night. But if the hint wouldn't have been given that we started eating in 7:30, then you would have simply said that we ate dinner at 7:30. Okay, very good, Z.
Ma'am, in this sentence, I cannot notice that hint. It is applicable in this sentence.
Right. Yes, to the sentence it is definitely applicable and correct. But because this is given, we started eating at 7:30. So the continuation of the action is focused on. That's why we are saying we were eating. Right?
Okay.
Good. Okay. Very nice, Z. Okay. Next, after Z, we have Roshan. Roshan, would you like to answer the next one?
Yes.
Bataiye, Roshan. Yesterday I
Yesterday
dashed to the
yesterday I was going to the post office.
Went to.
went to, right? Who answered this went to?
Mahesh.
Yes, who is this? Can I get your name?
Mahesh, ma'am. A new joiner.
Mahesh. Okay, Mahesh. All right, Mahesh, I'll give you a chance as well. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Roshan, you can continue. बताइए first वाला तो went to होगा. Okay. Yesterday I went to the post office, then
Bought
bought some fruit at the supermarket and
read
read a book in the park in the afternoon. Very good. So when we are mentioning three or more actions in the past, we always list them with a coordinating conjunction, and all of them will be in the simple past tense, right? Very good, very good. Thank you so much, Roshan. Okay, after Roshan, we have Raji. Yes, Raji, would you like to answer the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
The third one, we dash TV when dash a loud noise.
We were watching TV when we heard a loud noise.
Absolutely correct. We were watching TV when we heard a loud noise. Very good, Raji. Thank you. Okay, after Raji, we have Raghavendra. Julie dash in the garden when Lawrence dash. Yes, Raghavendra. Raghavendra, you're not audible for some reason. Okay, let's move on to Pratap then. Pratap, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Bilkul, bataiye.
Julia was being in the garden when Lawrence
When Lawrence
arriving.
arrived. Okay. Julie was in the garden. B का सिर्फ एक ही form use करेंगे. Was. Okay. Julie was in the garden when Lawrence arrived. Julie garden में थी जब Lawrence arrive किया. Okay. जब Lawrence आया. Both are in simple past tense. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Good try. Good try, Pratap. Very good. Thank you. Okay. After Pratap, we have Neha. Neha, would you like to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
बताइए Neha. A is saying what dash at 3 p.m. yesterday. B is saying I dashed my house.
Ma'am, is this sentence is just as a question and answer?
Yes,
First
it is a
A-
question and answer. Absolutely
Yes.
correct. It is a question and answer. यहाँ पे do के साथ you भी होगा. Okay, Neha. It should have you as well.
What were you doing at 3 p.m. yesterday? I was cleaned my house. I cleaned my house.
I was cleaning my house, right, Neha? What were you doing at 3 p.m. yesterday is absolutely correct. Very good. The second part, the answer should also be in the past continuous. I was cleaning my house. मैं अपना घर साफ कर रही थी. Okay, very good. Very good, Neha.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Very good. Yes, yes,
Ma'am,
Krishna Reddy.
Can we
Ma'am,
say
is that-
here what were you doing at 3 p.m. yesterday? So the answer, can we say, ma'am, I cleaned my house?
No, not really, Krishna Reddy. Why? Because when someone is asking you a question in the past continuous tense or in the present continuous, when someone asks you a question in the continuous form, you should answer in the continuous form. Okay, I'll give you a reason why. Because the person is trying to get a hold of the idea what you were doing for that chunk of time, right? For that long period of time. So you have to answer that I was doing this thing in that entire time. They are not asking you about that action, rather about the continuity of the action. Okay, Krishna Reddy.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Kushant, do you have a question?
Ma'am, I think this was the same exercise that we did yesterday.
No. This is the same format, but the questions are different.
I don't think,
Okay.
ma'am, you can check, ma'am. The
Are you
like
sure?
ne-
No,
This is the
no,
second
ma'am.
exercise.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is the second exercise. We did the first one. Okay, Kushant.
Ma'am, little bit the concept is same, but
The
the
concept
exercise
is same. Concept is same because you have to either choose the simple past tense or past continuous tense. But the questions are not same. Okay.
okay,
Chaliye.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pratap? No, Neha. No, Krishna Reddy. Right. Who answered at the end? Neha, right? Okay. So the next person who will be answering is Kushant. Kushant, would you like to try the next one? 6 months. Yes, Kushant.
Last year I visited Paris and Rome
Very good. Last year I visited Paris and Rome. Why visited? Why not I was visiting?
because, ma'am,
Because we are not
we are
focusing
talking.
on the
Yeah, we are
right
not focusing. We are not focusing on the like continuity in the past
of the
tense.
action. Absolutely correct.
Yes,
We are not focusing on the continuity of the action. We just simply
yes,
want to say that this happened last year.
yes, ma'am.
Very good. Absolutely correct, Kushant. Okay, after that we have Krishna Reddy. Krishna
And
Reddy,
ma'am, point of time, ma'am.
point of time is given, but point of time is also given in simple past tense, right? दोनों में ही होता
Yes,
है, but
yes, ma'am.
continuity पे focus नहीं है. Okay,
Yes.
very good, Kushant. Thank you. Okay, after that we have Krishna Reddy. Yes, Krishna Reddy, बताइए. They
Yes,
dash.
ma'am. They having dinner when the police came to the door.
Correct. They dash dinner. थोड़ा सा फिर से बोलिए.
They were having dinner when the police came to the door.
Absolutely correct. They were having dinner when the police came to the door. Very good, Krishna Reddy. Okay, after Krishna Reddy, we have Chandan. Chandan, would you like to try?
Good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Chandan. बताइए. He dashed in the garden when he dashed the money.
Uh, he
हिंदी में
worked in the garden.
Yes, he was working.
He was working in the garden when he
Past tense. Find the past tense.
find the money.
When he found the money.
Found the money. Yes.
When he found the money. Very good. He was working in the garden when he found the money. बहुत अच्छे चंदन. Very good. Thank you. Yes, Raji, do you have a question?
No, ma'am. I have one situation related. Is it correct, ma'am?
बिल्कुल बताइए.
And it's a real situation, ma'am.
Okay.
I was strolling when my sleeper bus stopped for the. Sorry.
I was strolling
when my sleeper bus stopped for dinner, and I found a gold Mangal Sutra. Is there any word for Mangal Sutra, ma'am?
No,
Gold
not really.
chain.
But no, you can say gold Mangal Sutra. That is fine. But what did you say? I was strolling when?
Yeah, I was strolling when my sleeper bus stopped for dinner.
My slipper burst off for dinner.
It's not sounding correct, ma'am, right?
No, I don't get it. Like, what are you trying to say, Raji?
When my sleeper bus stopped for taking lunch. Okay, it should be in this way, ma'am.
No, I'm not getting it. Like, when my slipper burst off, matlab?
Sleeper, ma'am, that travel bus is there, ma'am. Sleepers.
Okay, the travel bus stopped.
Yeah, stop for taking.
Okay, stopped for dinner. You can say stop for dinner. Right.
Yeah,
okay, then
I use that. Yeah, when my sleeper bus stopped for dinner, I found a Mangal Sutra, gold Mangal Sutra, when I was taking stroll. Is it correct?
No, these have to be two different sentences, Raji.
How?
You have to say when I was. Can you just repeat the entire sentence once?
Yeah, ma'am. My sleeper bus stopped for dinner my sleeper bus stopped for dinner, and then full stop. Yeah, and when I was taking stroll, I found a Mangal Sutra. These two
Yes,
are
or
different sentences.
yes, but you can merge them into one sentence. You can say, after my sleeper bus stopped for dinner, uh, after my I was strolling, when I found a Mangal Sutra. Okay, then
Okay.
you can make it
Yeah,
into
ma'am.
one sentence.
And yes, ma'am. And I just gave it in, I just offered it in the temple because of watching one of the horror movie related to such, ma'am. The girl gets
Seriously,
possessed.
is this true? Did you get it?
Yeah, ma'am, I found it, but I did not keep it, or I did not give it to, like, I asked there if it's belonged to anyone. They did not reply. Then I just gave it in the temple because I watch horror movie related to this.
My goodness, you did the right thing, Raji. It's better
Yeah.
not to be haunted, not to be possessed than having a Mangal Sutra. It's not worth it.
Yeah, ma'am. So I just remember that situation by reading that sentence. I found.
My goodness. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
very nice sentence. Thank you so much, Raji. Okay, after Raji, no, I think Krishna Reddy answered, Chandan answered, right? After that, we have Soumya. Soumya, would you like to answer the next one?
Which one, ma'am?
Ninth one. Laura dash at 11 last night.
Laura studied at 11 p.m. last night.
Studying is an action that takes a lot of time.
Oh,
ऐसे ही बैठ के तो
then
नहीं करना.
Laura was studying.
Correct, absolutely correct. Laura was studying. So action के ऊपर depend करके थोड़ा सा समझेंगे कि action चल सकता है. It can continue for a long time, right? Very good, Soumya. Thank you so much. चलिए,
But,
after
ma'am,
yes,
why here was studying? Because only last night so na. So last night I मतलब वो पढ़ रही थी बोलेंगे या
पढ़ रही थी. Exactly. पढ़ा था तो नहीं बोल रहे हैं, पढ़ रही थी. पढ़ रही थी मतलब ही continuous. Understood? See, I'll give you two contexts, Soumya. If I ask you what was Laura doing last night, you will say Laura was studying at, or I ask you what was Laura doing at 11 p.m. last night. वो 11 बजे कल क्या कर रही थी?
But
And you will tell me,
anyone ask something, then I tell him. Yeah, tell her.
yes, yes, of course. Then you will say that Laura was studying at 11 p.m. last night, right? This is the most common situation. Studied कब use कर सकते हैं? For things when I say I studied English when I was in class 11. Okay, I studied English when I was in class 11th, or I studied maths for the last time when I was in class 10th. All right, so you understand the difference is that I am just trying to focus on the action कि ये मैंने किया था. यहाँ पर मैं इस बात पे फोकस कर रही हूँ कि मैं ये काम कर रही थी कल. ओके,
Okay.
सौम्या, सो
Yeah,
थोड़ा
ma'am.
सा कंटेक्स्ट एंड थोड़ा सा एक्शन क्या है इसके ऊपर डिपेंड करके हम वो समझेंगे कि क्या ये सिंपल पास्ट में होगा या ये पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस में होगा. ऑलराइट सौम्या.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, Soumya. Okay, after Soumya, we have Anamika. Anamika, are you there? Yes, Anamika, would you like
yes,
to
ma'am.
answer?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Anamika.
Yeah.
Yes, good morning, Anamika. बताइए. He
Good
dashed.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning. He
Yeah.
dashed when the doorbell
Yeah.
dashed.
He was sleeping when the doorbell rang.
Absolutely correct. He was sleeping when the doorbell rang. Thank you, Anamika. Okay, after Anamika, we have Abhay. Abhay, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am.
बताइए
Which
Abhay.
one,
I
ma'am?
dash 11th one, Abhay. I dash
Ma'am.
along the road when I dash
Okay,
an
ma'am.
old friend.
I was walking along the road when I met an old friend.
Absolutely correct. Very good, Abhay. Very good. Okay, after Abhay, we have Manish or Mahesh. I forgot your name.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
Mahesh, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, Mahesh. Good morning. बताइए the next one.
Good morning, ma'am.
I dash a day in September. Snow dash, children dash, carols and people dash their Christmas shopping. 4 verbs है, quite long. सोच कर बताइए आराम से.
It was a
Yes, very good. It was a day in December.
December show snow falling.
Snow was falling.
Snow was falling. Children sang
Were
carols.
no, not sang.
Sorry, past continuous.
सब past continuous में होगा, कॉमा से जोड़ा गया है, सब past continuous में होगा, right? Snow
Yes.
was falling, children
were sing carols and people
were singing carols, and
singing
people
carol. People carol.
people
Exactly then.
were doing their Christmas shopping,
Okay.
right? So it was a day in December, snow was falling, children were singing carols, and people were doing their Christmas shopping, right? So when you're joining these individual clauses, guys, make sure if you're joining them with commas and using and, then the action should be in the same tense, always in the same tense. Agar simple present use kar rahe, sub simple present. Agar simple past use kar rahe, sub simple past. Agar present continuous, then all of them should be in present continuous. Now the question is, why are we using the past continuous here and not simple past tense? Because here we are focusing again on the continuity of the action. हम continuity of the action पे focus कर रहे हैं कि ये जो दिन था दिसंबर में, तब snowfall हो रही थी, बच्चे गाना गा रहे थे, लोग क्रिसमस सेलिब्रेट कर रहे थे या क्रिसमस की शॉपिंग कर रहे थे, right? We are focusing on the continuity of the action, not the completion of the action, the continuity of the action. Okay, understood, guys?
Ma'am, carols means?
Carols होता है जब क्रिसमस होता है ना, तो वो भगवान के गाने गाते हैं, उसको कैरल्स बोला जाता है. ओके, मतलब songs relating to Christ and God, so those are called carols. Alright, so वो सिर्फ typically Christians ही गाते हैं. Alright.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Dipali, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. In 11th question, ma'am, I met an old friend, or it should be I met with an old friend.
I met an old friend. Met के बाद with नहीं आता है. Okay, Dipali.
Okay, ma'am. We always say like that. I met an old friend.
Yes, absolutely. I met with an accident. That is the only time we use with after meet or met. Okay. And with किसी इंसान के साथ नहीं होता है. If I say I met with an accident, इसका मतलब met with is working as a phrasal verb. That means that I got into an accident. Okay. But when I say I met an old friend, it simply means कि मैं उससे मिला. Alright, with लगाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. Alright, Dipali.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, very nice. Dipali, you can answer the next one then. My ex-boyfriend dashed so annoying. He dashed the bus and arriving late. Past tense होगा, okay, Dipali?
Past tense, no, ma'am.
Right.
Yes.
Simple past or past continuous?
Yes, ma'am. My ex-boyfriend was so annoying. He always missing the bus and arriving late.
Very close, but always missing the bus तो नहीं होता. उसके साथ एक और auxiliary आएगा.
He used to always miss the bus.
No, that is a simple past. Past continuous में क्या होगा? He normal past continuous में कैसा होता है? He was going, he was eating. So यहाँ पर
so my ex was so annoying. He always
was always missing the bus. Simple, right? He was always missing the bus. So always सिर्फ एक adverb है. उसके अलावा तो आपको लगाना ही है auxiliary. Just like we use the auxiliary, he was going, he was eating. You will have to use an auxiliary here as well. Okay, Dipali?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Very good, Dipali. He was always missing. So this I have explained in the previous class as well. I'll say this once more. बहुत अच्छे से याद रखिए, guys. This is very, very important. If you have a good habit that you are doing right now in your life, you will say that in the simple present tense. I eat vegetables daily. I hit the gym daily, or I go to the gym daily. Good habits in the present. Bad habits in the present, I will say in the present continuous tense. I am always running late. He is always scolding me. Right? Bad habits in the present. अभी कोई बैड हैबिट आप कर रहे हैं, कोई और कर रहा है, यू विल से इन प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस. गुड हैबिट्स इन द पास्ट, ऐसे कोई गुड हैबिट्स है जो आप पास्ट में करते थे, उसके लिए आप क्या यूज करेंगे? सिंपल पास्ट टेंस. यू विल से आई यूज्ड टू गो टू द जिम डेली, आई यूज्ड टू ईट वेजिटेबल्स डेली, राइट? बैड हैबिट्स दैट वर डन इन पास्ट, ऐसे बैड हैबिट्स जो आप पास्ट में करते थे, गुड हैबिट्स नहीं, बैड हैबिट्स, वो किस में होगा? वो होगा पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस में. यू विल से आई वाज ऑलवेज रनिंग लेट, आई वाज ऑलवेज गेटिंग स्कोल्डेड बाय हिम, ही वाज ऑलवेज स्कोल्डिंग मी. अंडरस्टूड? ये चार एकदम हैबिट से रिलेटेड, these 4 points should be clear to you. All right, any questions guys, any doubts? No, right? चलिए, very nice. Deepak, would you like to try? Yes, Dipali?
No, ma'am.
No doubts. Okay, very nice. Yes, Deepak, do you have a question? Do you want to answer the next one? Because you joined a little late, I think. If you want, you can. Otherwise, the questions are open to all. Anyone can answer. When I dash Julie, she dash.
Ma'am, when I called Julie.
Yes. When I called
When
Julie, she
was working.
Absolutely correct. When I called Julie, she was working. Next one. Why dash cry when I dash?
Why
Raji?
were you crying? Why were you crying when I arrived?
Absolutely correct. Why were you crying when I arrived? Very good. Next one. When he dashed home, we started to eat dinner.
When he got home.
Very good. When he got home, we started to eat dinner. So वो पहले आया, उसके बाद हमने खाना खाना start किया. Very good. Very good. Kushant, okay. After that, we have at 10 a.m. yesterday, I dashed on a bus.
I was sitting on a bus.
Absolutely correct. At 10 a.m. yesterday, I was sitting on a bus. Very good, Soumya. Okay, next. I dashed my book so much that I dashed that the train had stopped.
I enjoyed my book so much that I didn't notice the train had stopped.
Kushant, the second part is correct. I didn't
I was
notice.
enjoying.
I
didn't
was
notice.
enjoying. Absolutely
Mhm.
correct. I was enjoying my book so much that I didn't notice that the train had stopped. Right? Very good, Kushant. Very good. Krish Reddy, would you like to try the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Bataiye. David dash. When I dash, he dash.
David was not sleeping when I arrived. He was studying.
Absolutely correct. Very good. Very good, Krishna Reddy. David was not sleeping when I arrived. He was studying. बहुत अच्छे. And the last one, Mr. Black dash in the garden at 10 p.m. last night. Negative. Was not working. Absolutely correct. Was not working, wasn't working. Very good. Very good, guys. So I hope present simple tense and past simple tense and past continuous tense are completely clear to you guys. कोई doubt नहीं है. Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Good, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. चलिए. So now we will start with the past perfect form. Okay? Past simple, past continuous, past perfect. So past perfect questions में जाने से पहले I just want to show you guys the structures a little bit, right? थोड़ा सा structure देख लेंगे ताकि कोई doubt ना रहे. Past perfect में 1 second. Let me open the structure. I hope the screen is visible to you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So past perfect tense. Yeah. Past perfect tense. Okay, past tense. Right. This is the structure of past perfect tense. Okay. You guys can take a screenshot if you want. It's not very difficult. So past perfect tense का basic structure क्या है? Had plus V3. बहुत simple structure है. Had plus V3. V3 मतलब past participle form of the verb. जैसे कि gone, eaten, And simple verbs like we have dreamt it should be. Regular verbs बताइए. I can't think of any regular verbs. Like ed wale verbs. Yes. Suggested. Yes.
Divo done.
Live,
Done
lived,
all-
lived.
Left. Right. Lived. Very good. So ये सारे हमारे V3 के forms आते हैं, right? Past participle form आते हैं. Very good guys. So we will use the auxiliary had with it. एकदम सिंपल, कोई चेंज नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर I लगा रहे दूसरा auxiliary, अगर you लगा रहे दूसरा auxiliary, nothing like that. All the pronouns and nouns as subjects, they use the same auxiliary had, right? So affirmative का structure क्या है? Very simple. You put the subject. जो भी subject आपके मन में आता है उसको डालिए. उसके बाद had, then V3, then the object. So I had done the work. We had done the work. They had gone to the park. She had completed her work. They had seen the movie. Okay, simple. Interrogative में क्या होगा? Subject inversion. What is subject inversion? Auxiliary comes first, subject comes second, right? So had I done the work? Had they gone for the movie? Had we seen the film? Had they completed their work? So on and so forth. Okay, ये हो गया interrogative. बिल्कुल simple है guys, बहुत simple है. Negative क्या है? I had not done the work. I hadn't done the work. They had not seen the movie. They hadn't seen the movie. Sam and Zach had not completed their work. Sam and Zach hadn't completed their work. So had not का contraction बनना है, hadn't, right? We are taking had and not contracting them into hadn't. Okay. The next one, negative interrogative. Negative interrogative कैसे बनेगा? Simple. We will add a not to the question. Had I not done the work? Had they not done the work? Had she not done the work? So had comes first, then subject, then not. But if we are adding had and not together as a contraction, then we are saying hadn't I done the work? Hadn't she done the work? Hadn't we done the work? Okay. So on and so forth. So this is the basic structure of past perfect tense. Is this clear, guys? Any questions? No questions? Chaliye, very nice. Let's solve a few questions then. One second. Let me open the... Yes. Okay, let's start. Chaliye, we will start with Mahesh. Mahesh, would you like to start?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Chaliye, Mahesh, start karte hai. When I arrived at the cinema, the film dash. Start use करना है, past perfect tense आपको बनाना है. Had plus V3 verb आपको दिया गया है start.
The film had arrived.
No, start का past tense.
Started.
Past perfect भी started होता है. Right?
Yeah, the film had started.
Very good. When I arrived at the cinema, the film had started. Very good, Mahesh. Thank you so much. Chaliye, after Mahesh, we have Abhay. Yes, Abhay, try the next one. She dashed in China before she went to Thailand.
Yes, ma'am. He had lived in China before she went to Thailand.
Absolutely correct. She had lived in China before she went to Thailand. Very good, Abhay. Okay, after Abhay, we have Anamika. Anamika, answer the next one quickly, okay? After
Yes,
they
ma'am.
dashed the shellfish,
After they had eaten the shellfish, they began to feel sick.
absolutely correct. Very good, Anamika. Okay, next Soumya bataiye. If you dash to me, you would have got the job.
If you had listened to me,
Absolutely
you would
correct.
have got the job.
If you had listened to me, you would have got the job. Very good, Soumya. Okay, after Soumya, we have Chandan. Chandan, bataiye next one. When we dashed dinner, we went out.
I had lived.
No, this one. When we dashed dinner. Oh, sorry.
Ma'am,
sorry.
you skipped the fifth one.
Yes. Julie didn't arrive until after I
Had lived.
leaved नहीं होता है, left होता है, right?
Left.
Past participle left होता है. Leave, left. Very good. Other than that, you are absolutely correct. Julie didn't arrive until after I had left. Very good, Chandan. Thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
after Chandan, we have Deepak. Deepak, would you like to answer? Okay, Dipali then, would you like to answer?
When we had finished dinner, we went out.
Very good, Dipali. Very good. After Dipali, we have Krishna Reddy. Krishna Reddy, next one. Yes, Krishna Reddy. Okay. Then Kushan, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Bataiye.
The garden was dead because it had. Ma'am, I don't know the third form of
Been. It had been dry
it had
all
been dry
summer.
all summer.
Very good. It had been dry. Be का जो form होता है, the third form is been. Okay.
What is the second form?
Second form is was or were. Was or
Okay.
were. Okay. And the third form is been. And the fourth form is being. Very good. Very good, Kushan. Had
Okay.
been dry all summer. Yes.
Ma'am, when we use been, ma'am?
जब हम be का third form use करते हैं, when we are using the third form of be.
Give me some examples, ma'am. Been.
See, the garden was dead because it had been dry all summer.
Actually, I don't know how to use been, ma'am.
You can say I had been in a very good mood lately, or I have been in a very good mood lately.
We can
Been
say I've
basically,
been there. I've been to
I have
that
been
city.
there. Yes, I have been to. That is a little different being. Okay, that is a light verb. It basically means I have gone to that city and come back. Right, I have been to that city. But when I say I have been really happy, I have been really jovial, or so on and so forth, been basically shows a state of being. A state of being, that in that state the object or the person was residing for a long time. The object or the person was living in that state for a long time. When I say that it had been dry all summer, what had been dry all summer? The weather had been dry all summer. It was in the state of being dry. Understood, Neha?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Abhay.
Meaning of the whole sentence, ma'am.
The garden was dead because it had been dry all summer. मतलब कि garden बिल्कुल मर चुका था, सारे पेड़ पौधे मर चुके थे क्योंकि पूरा समर जो था बहुत ड्राई था, कोई बारिश नहीं हुई. ओके,
सभी पेड़ पौधा सूख गए थे.
सारे पेड़ पौधे सूख गए थे. Absolutely correct. Right? Yes, I hope this answers your question, Neha, as well. Okay, very nice. After that, we have I think, who is this? One second, I'll give you a chance. I'm going by the list. Okay, one second. I think it's Kushan's turn. Kushan, did you answer just now?
Yes, I can do it again, ma'am. But
Okay,
I did.
no. Let's give another person a chance. I forgot actually who answered. Okay, thank you, Kushan. Right, Manju, would you like to answer the next one? Yes. Manju? Okay, I can't hear you, Manju. I'm really sorry. बिल्कुल भी आवाज नहीं आ रही है आपकी. I can see you're unmuted, but I can hardly hear you. I really can't hear you. I'm sorry, Manju. Okay, after Manju, we have Neha. Neha, would you like to answer?
Yes, ma'am. He had met her somewhere before.
Absolutely correct. Very good. After Neha, we have Pratap. Pratap, would you like to answer the next one? We were late for the plane.
We were late for the plane because we forgotten our passport.
Very good. पर उससे पहले had आएगा, right? We had forgotten.
We had forgotten our passport.
Very good. Very good, Pratap. Thank you so much. Very nice. Okay. After Pratap, we have Raghavendra. Raghavendra, would you like to try? Okay, Raji, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am. She told me she had not studied a lot before her exam.
She had studied. She had studied.
Sorry,
why not?
I'm not saying not.
Right, she had
told
studied.
Me she had studied. Okay.
Very good.
Negative
very good.
She had
Yes.
not studied.
Yes. Very good. Very good, Raji. Okay, after Raji, we have Roshan. Roshan, would you like to try? Roshan? Okay, Reena, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Bataiye. The grass was yellow because it
has not rained. It has rained all summer.
You have to use past perfect tense with not. Past perfect tense with not.
Yes,
I think you joined just now, right, Reena?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Reena, wait a bit. No problem. Z, answer
Can
this
I,
one.
ma'am? Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, it
Who is
hadn't.
this, Soumya? Right,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
had not rained all summer. One second, Soumya, I'm giving you a chance. We have more questions, okay? I'm rushing because I want to go to the interrogative sentences fast. Okay, just wait a bit, don't worry. Yes, Reena, try the next one then. It had not rained, okay? So try the next one, Reena. The lights went off because
Because yes, because we has not paid.
Has nahi, Reena. Had not paid.
Yes, had not paid the electricity bill.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Very good, Reena. Yes,
Yeah.
next Z bataiye. The children
The children had not done.
had
Their
not done their
homework.
homework, so they were in trouble. Very good. Yes, Soumya,
Then
you
how
can
you
answer.
pronounce with
Yeah,
connect with
ma'am.
had and not be combined? Hadn't.
Hadn't. Hadn't.
Hadn't.
Hadn't.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Ha or didn't. Okay, Z.
Hadn't.
Yes, absolutely correct. Hadn't. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Soumya, you can answer the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
dash.
They hadn't eaten, so we went to a restaurant.
Absolutely correct. Very good, Soumya. Yes, Dipali, would you like to answer the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Bataiye, we couldn't go into the concert because
We had not brought our tickets.
absolutely correct. Hadn't brought our tickets. Very good.
Yes.
Next one, who wants to answer? She said that she
Hadn't
Hadn't
visited.
Had
visited.
not visited UK before.
absolutely correct. Next, Julian and jaldi jaldi bataiye guys. Julian and dash before the party
Hadn't
Had
met.
not met.
had not met. Very good. I dash breakfast when he arrived.
Hadn't
I
had.
had not
Had not
Second.
had. Very good. Very good. Hadn't had. Yeah, had not had. Right? अगर इसको positive बना देते, the sentence would have been I had breakfast before he arrived. Right? I had breakfast before he arrived. Very good, Chandan, Kushant. Very good. Yes. Next one बताइए. He
No,
dash
he
email.
hadn't
Had not
used.
used.
He hadn't
Used.
used email before.
Correct. Very good,
So
Abhay.
I showed refuse. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely correct. Next one, you dash for the test.
Hadn't studied.
Hadn't studied
Hadn't.
for the test, so you were very nervous. Very good, guys. So past perfect affirmative sentences and negative sentences structure is clear, I hope. Right? There should be no problem. We will go to the questions quickly. Past perfect simple form, right? Simple questions. Chaliye. Let's do the questions of you. Okay. So this we will start with Abhay. Yes, Abhay. Bataiye the first one. It should be a question using the past perfect tense, Abhay. Subject inversion आएगा. Okay. सोच के बताइए.
Past perfect, ma'am.
Past perfect.
A
बिल्कुल.
question. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Had you? Yes, ma'am.
Had you
Had you
gone there before we went
gone
together?
there before we went together?
Absolutely correct. Very good. Had you gone there before we went together? बहुत अच्छे अभय. Very good. Yes, Mahesh, would you like to try the next one?
Yes, ma'am. Had you seen the film already?
Had you नहीं होगा, यहाँ पे she दिया है,
Seen.
तो आप she use करेंगे, right?
Yes.
You get it?
Yes, ma'am. Seen, ma'am. Seen.
Seen तो होगा, seen तो हमारा verb है, जो subject है वो you नहीं होगा. आपने बोला had you seen the film, यहाँ पे
Okay,
she
okay.
दिया
Yeah,
गया
okay,
है.
okay. Yes, yes.
So क्या होगा? Had she
She
seen the
seen.
Very
Yes,
good,
I did
very
miss.
good, Mahesh. Absolutely
Thanks.
correct. Thank you, Mahesh. Okay, after Mahesh we have Anamika. Yes, Anamika,
Yes, ma'am.
बताइए.
Why had he forgotten about the meeting?
Absolutely correct. Why had he forgotten about the meeting? Very good, Anamika. After Anamika, we have Soumya. Yes, Soumya, बताइए. Dash cold all week.
Had it been cold all week?
Very good, Soumya. Bilkul sahi. Had it been cold all week. Okay, after Soumya, we have Chandan. Yes, Chandan, would you like to answer?
Yes, madam.
Bataiye, Chandan. I read the book before the class. Past tense. Past perfect, sorry.
Had I read the book before the class?
Absolutely correct, Chandan. Very good. Dipali, would you like to try the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Bataiye. When she arrived?
We had eaten already.
Question mark hai, Dipali. Subject inversion.
When she arrived, had we eaten already?
Absolutely correct. Yes, Soumya. We have a
this
question.
sentence in Hindi, जब वो आई तब हम खा चुके थे.
Yes. नहीं, क्वेश्चन है तो क्या हम खा चुके थे?
क्या हम
जब
खा
वो
चुके
आई
थे?
क्या हम खा चुके थे? Okay, very good. Soumya and Dipali, thank you so much. Okay, after Dipali, we have Krishna Reddy. Krishna Reddy, would you like to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Bataiye, where?
Where you had when I saw you.
Where you had been when I saw you is a sentence. We are asking a question, Krishna Reddy. Then what will we say?
Where had you?
Very good. Where had you been when I saw you? Where had you been when I saw you? Very good, Krishna Reddy. Okay, after Krishna Reddy, we have Kushant. Kushant, would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Kushant, bataiye. Dash
Had
by
we traveled
bullet train?
by bullet train before?
Absolutely correct. Very good, Kushant. Thank you. Okay, after Kushant, we have Manju. Manju, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I can hear you barely. हाँ बताइए.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very faintly, Manju, but you can answer. बताइए the ninth one.
Okay, ma'am. एक second.
This one.
Had John met?
Absolutely correct. Very good, Manju. Had John met Lucy before they worked together? Very good, Manju. Thank you so much. Chaliye. Yes, Kushant, do you have a question?
Ma'am, what was the word you used with Manju?
I can hear you faintly. Faintly. मतलब हल्का हल्का.
Faintly. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Raghavendra, would you like to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
बताइए Raghavendra. Dash your homework before I saw you.
Had you done your homework before I saw you?
Had you?
Done your homework.
Absolutely correct. Had you done your homework before I saw you? Very good, Raghavendra. Thank you. Okay, after that we have Neha. Neha, would you like to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
बताइए, where?
Where had she worked?
Very good, Neha. Okay, after yes.
In Hindi वो कहाँ काम करती थी?
हाँ, yes, exactly. Where had she worked? मतलब वो कहाँ काम करती थी? बिल्कुल. Okay, चलिए. After Neha, we have Pratap. Pratap, please answer the next one.
Had I paid the bill before we left?
बिल्कुल सही, Pratap. Very good. Thank you so much. After Pratap, we have Raji. Yes, Raji, answer the next one.
Had we visited my parents already that winter?
Absolutely correct. Very good,
Ma'am,
Raji.
I have a question.
Yes, Anamika.
Can we use at the place of hardly, faintly?
Hardly की जगह पे faintly? No, not really. Hardly का मतलब ये हो सकता है. I can say I can hardly hear you. I can say I can hardly hear you, but faintly is something that is used mostly with noise or like auditory sense. Okay, with your auditory sense.
Faint means behosh.
No, that is a different faint. That is a different faint.
Yeah.
उस faint का मतलब है बेहोश हो जाना. I have fainted. Verb है वो. If I say I can hear you, I can faintly hear you, that is an adverb. मतलब बहुत हल्का सुनाई दे रहा है. I can say it is a faint noise. मतलब बहुत हल्का आवाज है. यहाँ पे कि adjective की तरह use हो रहा है. Understood?
Okay, it means we can use with noise only.
With noise, right? Auditory senses के साथ हम use कर सकते हैं.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Raghavendra, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am.
बताइए. Yes.
I taught 2002. Here we simple past tense, ma'am.
Raghavendra, I can't hear you. Your voice is breaking a lot. Can you please repeat what you said?
I taught grammar in 2002. Here we are using simple past tense, ma'am.
I taught, yes, absolutely, simple past tense. I taught grammar in 2002 means simple past tense. Okay.
Ma'am,
But
Yes, Soumya.
Lara was
what is the
studying at
spelling
11
of
p.m. last
friendly?
night. We are using.
1 second, Soumya. Yes, Raghavendra.
But Lara was studying at 11 p.m. last night. Why we are using past continuations, ma'am?
It was happening for a long time. Okay, Raghavendra, the action of studying was happening for a long time, and we want to focus on the continuity of the action. This is very, very important. You have to understand that simple past tense, we are talking in simple past tense when we are talking about the action as a completed action. I did this. Simple. I did this in the past, it is completed. When I am saying in past continuous tense, I was studying in so and so time or at so and so time. I am focusing on the continuity of the action, that I was doing that action for a long time yesterday. Understood, Raghavendra? That is
Ma'am,
the
but
only
when time
difference.
indicated, we use simple past tense, ma'am.
No, nothing like that. When time is indicated, we use simple past tense as opposed to present perfect, not as opposed to past continuous. Past continuous and simple past both can use time frames, right? Or points of time, adverbs of time. But present perfect cannot use that. Understood, Raghavendra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Chaliye, after Raji, then we have Roshan. Roshan, would you like to answer?
Ma'am, please tell me faintly.
Yes,
What is the spelling
Okay,
of
faintly.
faintly?
It is the same as faint. Faintly. Faintly. Okay. Yes,
Thank you.
Roshan, बताइए. Most welcome. Yes, Roshan. When you called,
when you called, had ate dinner.
had they eaten dinner? Very good. Absolutely correct, Roshan. Okay. After Roshan, we have Reena. Yes, Reena, would you like to answer the next one?
Ma'am, how had he managed to fix the cooker?
Absolutely correct. Very good. Z, you can answer the next one.
Had my sister been.
Had my sister been sick for a long time? Absolutely correct. Very good. Next one, anyone can answer. बताइए, how much?
How much had
He had
she
studied.
studied?
She studied.
How much
Had she studied? Right? Very good. How
What had
much
you
had
cooked?
she studied? What had you cooked? Very good. Next.
When had they arrived?
arrived?
Arrived.
Very good. When had they arrived? And the last one. How many
Had
coffees?
she drinked?
Had drinked.
Drink
How
तो नहीं
many
होता है.
He drank.
coffees?
Drunk.
Had she
How many
drank?
coffees had
DRUNK.
she drink before the interview?
Drink नहीं, Abhay ji. It
Drunk.
should be
Drunk.
drunk. V3.
Drunk.
Drink,
Okay,
drank,
okay,
drunk.
sorry, ma'am.
Right? Drink,
Done.
drank, drunk.
Yes.
Very good. Very good, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. So I hope present perfect is clear. I'll see you guys in the evening for our speaking class. Bye bye. Take
Ma'am,
care,
Ma'am,
guys.
bye,
it was like
Thank
you
you.
Bye,
you
thank you
were
so
in
much,
hurry. It
ma'am.
was
Have
like
a
you were
nice
in hurry
Thank
to
day.
go some. Ma'am, it was
Thank
like you were hurry to go somewhere.
No, I wanted to complete the entire thing, before the class. Thank you. Thank you.
It
I'll see you guys in the evening. Bye bye.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pro learners, quickly join the Zoom meeting. कितनी ऊंची की हो रही है टेबल?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am, don't even care about that. It is morning or afternoon.
You said morning.
Ma'am, but you didn't notice.
नहीं मैंने आपके आने से ही पहले बोल दिया था गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन. आपने गुड मॉर्निंग बोला है. So आपकी आई थिंक मॉर्निंग हुई है अभी.
नहीं मैम, मेरी तो हो गई थी पहले ही. Ma'am, this is my third session actually.
Oh, that's nice. So I just want to ask one thing. हमने common errors में adjectives करे हैं because I have like no idea about adjectives. Adverbs हमने कल करे थे और आज फिर मैंने conjunctions ले लिया topic. So Tarun.
Ma'am, I think we have done that before.
Adjectives. Maybe. So guys, today we are going to look at some common errors in conjunction.